Hey everybody, welcome back to Crafternoon with Camrose Public Library. My name is Nicole. I'm sitting here in my home with all of my windows open because it's such a beautiful day outside. So I thought, what a better time to make some beautiful paper flowers than the beginning of spring. So what you're going to need for this are some brightly colored papers or paper that you have colored, some glue, some scissors, and either a ruler or one of these cutting mats so you can cut your papers to size. What we're going to need to start out with are 2 squares of paper. So I made one that is 8.5 by 8.5 inches, and the other one is 7.5 by 7.5 inches. And what we're going to start with doing is just some paper folding. So we're going to fold our square in half, and we'll end up with a rectangle. Now we don't want to completely fold it in half again, but we do want to just make a little crease on the folded edge so we can use that as the marker for the next step. So now we have a paper that's folded in half and has a little crease in it. Now we're going to fold each side down using that middle marker as a point for our fold. So you may need to rewatch this a couple of times to get it right, but you want to have those 2 little ends hanging over like that. And then we're going to go ahead and fold it in half again. So we'll end up with something that looks like this. And we're going to do the same thing with our smaller piece of paper. So fold your square in half. Make a little mark that's halfway, but don't crease it all the way through because you don't need to. Open her up and fold it using that as a marker. Down and down again. And then we will fold that entire thing in half. So now we have 2 kind of cone shapes here, a bigger one and a smaller one. And what we're going to do now is we are going to trim our cones in sort of a semicircle shape to make the outer edges of our flower petals. Like that. So you start at the edge where you folded it and curve it out towards the edge of your paper. And once we unfold them, hopefully I've cut deep enough. Oh, it looks like one of my petals is not right, but that's okay. I might want to cut a little bit deeper because I have one petal that's cut off there, if you can see it. See? Oh well, that's okay. It's still flower shaped. And we're going to open it up, and we can open up our other one. And to make our flower complete, let's pop it the other way. Pop it inside out in the way it wants to fold so it will stay up nicer, especially there. And then you're going to want to glue your 2 flowers together in the middle. You can either use hot glue or liquid glue. If you're going to use a glue stick, you're going to want to use a lot of glue stick, otherwise it will not stick very easily or very well. And so you kind of want your petals to alternate there, so you kind of want to swivel one of the inside one a little bit. And now that this needs a middle, so this is where my other color paper comes in. I'm using yellow. So I've just cut 2 long strips of a different color of paper. We're going to glue them together. Actually, before we glue them together, I'm going to put them together. And we need to make snips. Not all the way through, but fairly long snips. And fairly close together. This is going to be the center of our flowers. We just want to go all the way across, lengthwise, making snips. Then we're going to glue it together and roll it and glue it in the middle of our flower. Snip, I'm going to sit back now that you can see what I'm doing and how far I'm going. I'm trying to go really quickly here. I think these would be really pretty if you made a whole bunch of tiny ones and left the centers out and then strung them on a string and hung them up as garland. Really nice and springy. Okay, so now I have all my little frills cut. We're going to glue both of these pieces together. And then to make the center, I'll show you what we do. Excuse me, itchy nose. We just roll it. If it helps, you can roll it, helps you get it in a perfect circle. You can roll it around a pencil or a straw or something to help you just keep your shape. And every once in a while, put a little dab of glue just to help keep it stuck. Because if you happen to lose your grip, you're going to lose all your progress. Rolling, rolling, rolling. Halfway done. Rolling, rolling, rolling. Rolling some more. Here we go, rolling, 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 rolling. And now we have a pretty little center to put inside our flower. That's pretty even by itself. If you stick that on a straw and make a bouquet and this be one of the flowers, that would be really pretty. But I'm going to use it for the inside of my flower. So a generous amount of glue in the middle. And you pop that in there and spread it out. And you're going to want, if you're using white glue, you're going to want to let these sit and dry for quite some time. But once it's in there, you can fluff it out, and that is what you end up with. Happy spring, everybody. I hope you enjoy your paper flowers and have a great day. Bye.